Well, it's an amazing time where we are, and you can see Romeo on the other side in Geneva. Hi guys, welcome to our beautiful table. And this is the last of our theme, and of course our Stork theme parties for kids. Matana next to me, she presented and made this beautiful table. Today, the theme of carnival and fun fair. And I have to say, it hits right back to nostalgia. Look at this. I remember this as a child. Matana, how did you create this beautiful table?
It really does take you back. The Carnival Funfair theme made me so nostalgic when I was setting everything up and putting out all of the sweets. It was so much fun. To achieve this look is really easy. Firstly, we've made Caitlin's beautiful hot air balloon cake the main feature of the table. So then I went to In Good Company, a bespoke children's supply party store, and then I found this awesome polka dot paper tablecloth.
I had a dress like this as a child growing up. Do you know that?
Well, then I hope it can really touch to your childhood.
Definitely does.
And the colours were so fun, so I found this was a great base to work on to start building and layering and start creating this table. So they also had the fun polka dot paper cups and the serviettes and the plates.
And look at the little cupcake holders are the same. So you've taken this polka dot theme throughout and even in the balloon on the cake. Okay, I see
and I've tried to apply it in many areas as I could. So there's a lot of colours going on here, and I mean sweet treats, a lot of different sweets you can apply and put on this table. It's great for the young and the old to enjoy, which is great. Anita, who actually is the owner of Sweet Temptations, was so kind enough to give us all these beautiful toffees to display on the table. And what I love is that all the colours of the wrappers really tie in great with the theme. We've got little cake toppers, food ideas that are great is popcorn, candy floss, Smarties, jelly tots. A really cute drink idea is just taking some appetizer, some ice, and freezing jelly tots and then putting it in the vase.
Great idea, and I'm sure that they're really juicy as well when you tuck into them. Now listen, I want to get to that cake, and I think I need to take this to Caitlin because this is her cake idea, and I want to know how we created this beautiful cake. So, Romeo and Geneva, if you don't mind, can I chop your cake for a while? Is it okay? You've got enough in front of you for now, all right. So I'm gonna carefully walk with this cake next door to our kitchen, and hopefully I'll bring it back, Matana, so that we can all enjoy it just now. Now you can create this beautiful cake too, and Caitlin, hello.
Good morning.
Will be showing us exactly how to do it. So here is our beautiful balloon cake. And it's larger than life, really. Like, look, you can hardly see my face behind it. First of all, good morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm very well.
How do I make that beautiful cake?
It's very, very simple. I like to always think, it's very fun to make your kid's own birthday cakes.
Yeah.
It's a lot more personal. And I've used a chocolate carrot cake in the bottom of that cake.
Because our theme in the kitchen today is, of course, carrots. Now, I'm very curious as to how Caitlin's gonna get our carrots into a chocolate cake. Totally intrigued. And also, look at this. You just want to tuck into it and make sure that you can eat all of it. Now, I see you've got flour in there already.
Yes, so I've got flour and caster sugar, a little bit of salt, some baking powder, a little bit of baking powder. Did I say that? Bicarb? Baking powder, both of them. A little bit of cocoa powder.
Which is our secret ingredient because we're making a chocolate cake.
Yes, and then some cinnamon.
Some cinnamon, yummy.
And that's our dry ingredients mixed together. And then if you'll whisk, the eggs are sort of whisked already.
Yeah, I'll just give it a final touch over there. Is that our Stork already?
That's our Stork bake. It's just melted this time.
Now, what I like about our Stork bake is that it does keep everything fresher for longer.
Which helps when you're making a kiddie's cake because you can make it the day before and it's going to be just as fresh the next day.
It sounds like Ilana's stress. I would probably make it 2 days before the time, just to make sure it doesn't flop on the day, literally. Okay.
You want to pop that in here?
Okay, so do we just stir it in there?
Absolutely, nothing fancy about it, just plain mixing.
You make it look so easy, Caitlin.
It is easy.
To say. Well, speaking of easy, you can make this easy recipe at home as well. And all you need to do is to SMS the keyword Stork to 33728 to make this balloon cake. Of course, our theme in the kitchen today is carrots. And I'm curious, what are you going to do with the carrots?
Speaking of, they're just going to go in.
Well, there they go, some grated carrots. How much did you use in it?
These are about 4 to 5 grated carrots. And I've got some pecan nuts in there as well.
Okay.
So the carrots are, obviously you're hiding a vegetable in a birthday cake. I mean, how ideal.
I love that idea. I'm going to use it with everything else that I do. Even that drink that Matana made for our carnival themed table looks great. Okay, so what do we do with this once it's ready?
So this goes into a lined baking tray and you're going to bake it for about 35 to 40 minutes until it's nice and
ready.
Cooked through, and then it's going to come out like, well, not like this, but you're going to get your final cake. And then we've got some chocolate cream cheese frosting, which
Okay,
we're
so
just
we
going
just
to
frosted
cover.
over there. How do we complete the cake? Because I ideally want to take this cake back to the table and make sure that we can eat it. All right. Ooh, there it goes.
So what we've got is we've got some chocolates on the side that I've just cut up.
Yeah.
And Bokki's been looking after our little sweets that I'm just going to fill up in the middle.
Right.
And then you're going to take skewers and pop these in the side. I've just put a little straw around it just to give it a pretty...
Perfect.
And then you've got a balloon over there.
I think I've lost your other one already.
No, it's fine. So
But here's another one.
This is really simple. These are just normal skewers.
I wonder if we
they're
can
gonna
take
go
one
in
from
here.
this. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't. I should just leave it there.
Yes,
Perfect.
there's the balloon. So this is just a normal balloon. And you pop that in there.
All right, so that's perfect. And this is how you create this beautiful balloon cake for your kids' party, especially if it's carnival or fun fair. The keyword for today is Stork. Stork to 33728 to recreate this beautiful cake. Now, I am going to take the one that is already done, Caitlin. I will see you shortly, but I've got to do some important business. You know what they say, if you don't know what to do, just eat cake.
I love that.
Stork, best for baking.
Oh, and what a phenomenal cake that is. Here it is right now. Look at that.
This
Matana.
game is called Pass the Cake, so you need to take it. Matana, I have to ask you the rest about this table. There's popcorn, there's also some candy floss. What else can you tell me about this fun fair theme?
So because there's so many colors going on, it's a really good idea to try to keep it simple by adding some white, clean elements. So I went to Mr. Price Home and got these really beautiful white platters and cupcake stands, and it really helps break up the color. And then when you're working with lots of color, a great trick I always try to apply is to try and lay everything out as neat as possible, because that way you avoid it looking very messy and claustrophobic and actually get everything out and still being able to play with the colors.
Well, that's exciting, and it's also exciting having our guests on the show, Melinda.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. So thanks for joining us, Stefan. Dankie vir alles.
Baie dankie.
Dit is Vrydag immers. Ons gaan koek eet.
We gotta say goodbye. Good luck to the Bokke!